Peace and high frequencies, everybody. I know y'all probably see me with my lamb sometimes. And you're probably like, what is she doing with this? This is my stuffed animal. And I love stuffed animals. My son even bought me a stuffed animal for my birthday last year. And so I want to talk to you all tonight about stuffed animals. Have y'all ever even thought about it? Like, who came up with stuffed animals? Who would think to take some wood or material or whatever they use and stuff it and make it a toy? Genius, right? That's some genius level shit. Oh, my baby, we got horses and lions out here, and he just love them. He just love them. He want to play with them, but he can't play with them all the time. We'll make him a stuffed animal, and he can play with the lion. He can be the lion. He can do all the things with the lion that he want to do with the real lion. But he'll learn how to treat the real lion with the toy animal lion. Y'all probably like, what the fuck is she going with this? So I'm just sitting on the couch. I'm just thinking about it. I used to collect stuffed animals when I was a little girl. My father didn't want me to play with dolls that didn't look like me. So they had to have the same complexion. They had to look like me. They had to look like me. I didn't play with dolls that didn't look like me. I never had a white doll. Like, I didn't play with dolls that didn't look like me. And so growing up in the 80s, if they didn't have the type of doll you wanted in the store, my parents bought me stuffed animals. I even had to go get a special made black chocolate my skin complexion Cabbage Patch doll made for me when she was the same height as me and everything. She was a Cabbage Patch doll, if y'all familiar with Cabbage Patch. And I still have it. It's a collectible item, I'm sure now. But I'll never sell it. And she chocolate skin. She had black hair like that was like ropes that came down to her chest. I remember her vividly. She had a purple and white dress with a purple belt around it with satin. And so, y'all, my grandmother used to collect stuffed animals. And I remember before my grandmother transitioned, she was 52 when she transitioned. And she used to collect stuffed animals. She used to keep stuffed animals in the window sill in the back of the car, the rear view window, the back window. She had a row and stuff of stuffed animals in her car. And so I didn't think about it till like grandmama used to keep stuffed animals in the car. So tonight I Google, because you know Google University, y'all, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They gotta give us the information. So I go on Google and I was like, what did I put in? Who invented stuffed animals? Now, I think I put in the history. What's the history of stuffed animals? So I go to it and I'm gonna pull it up for y'all just so we can read it together. Stuffed animals. I'm gonna take my time with this one. And I can't, I'm gonna do it. I gotta do it on my computer. So when I go to it, y'all can Google it too. Who invented stuffed animals? So the first thing I started to see was ancient Kemet. And I'm looking at them. Y'all can pull it up now. In ancient Kemet, historical records. Who invented stuffed animals? Here it is. I'll pull it up now a second. Who invented stuffed animals? If you're curious like us, you probably wonder who invented stuffed animals, blah, blah, blah. Historical records point to the ancient Egyptians as the ones who, they say probably, invented stuffed animals. They have to change the wording of when somebody steals it. So, because they think the ancient Kemetians don't know that they stole it, so they're trying to say probably. It's word trickery. But they didn't use them as toys, though. In fact, they were most likely part of their special ceremonies, since Egyptians worshipped more than one animal. Now, I go on, I pull up another article. Another article tells me that it was invented in ancient Kemet because they had used it as toys. The little children would play with them like toys. And that's, what another site said. But all roads lead to ancient Kemet. All roads lead to ancient Kemet. So these stuffed animals, stuffed bears. If you grew up playing with stuffed animals like I did, you probably never had a clue that it was invented by the ancient Egyptians. I mean, it's fun. We say that ancient Egyptians, that we made everything. But literally, we made everything. I think sometimes we'll just say that, but literally, when you have a knowing of who you are, you created everything, it hit different. So, I want you all to think about that. The stuffed Lambo. Y'all ain't seen Lambo in a minute. Lambo been in the cut. He got in the bed. I don't even know how he got in the bed. But then they talk about the ancient Kemetian ceremony with the stuffed animals. And I wonder what that is. But what's funny is, you keep going, it talks about, so who invented stuffed animals as we know them today? More word fuckery. Y'all gotta read through the line. Because I think sometimes we'll just see shit and we just and then we'll go to what we think the small print is. We think if we read the bulk of the small print, that's gonna be so much information. But the headline, sometimes a headline, you have to use intuitive knowing to really read between the media channeled mindset to drop some type of seed in your mind and overlook stuff. So who invented stuffed animals as we know them today? You just told me that the ancient Kemetians made these. So why do we have to even say as we know them today? It's the same people, they made them. It's the ancient Kemetians. So, okay. So, and we just stop giving people credit where credit is due. We just, hey, this mine is mine as we know them today. Okay. But as soon as you copyright some music, I can say, well, this is the music as I know it today. I ain't steal your music. I ain't take your beat. I ain't take your song. Yeah, this is the beat that I know as today. That's yesterday's beat, ain't today's beat. Stealing ass motherfuckers. So then they go on to tell you this lady named Margaret Stife. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Marguerite, probably Marguerite or Marguerite Stife found it. So it wasn't until the 1880s that stuffed animals were reintroduced, is what they say. Margaret Stife, y'all, look her up. At first, her products were pin cushions. They talk about, voodoo dolls, don't it? Right? But they look so good. Children started to play with them and treat them as toys. Then in 1897, Marguerite's nephew Richard Steiff joined the company. In 1902, 1903, this stuff not far removed, he created the teddy bear, y'all. This stuff not far removed. Quit thinking 1900s is a long time ago. We ain't nothing but 120 some years. That's it. I know some people still living that's 95. I teach seniors Tai Chi. That's 95. So think about this. They ain't too far removed. 1902, 2022. These folks just stole stuff. Because somebody knows the secrets. And who even said start a toy company? Have y'all ever read the book? Let me pull it up. The part in there where he talks about if you get an idea for a toy. If you get an idea for a toy and a company. For the toy, the children would love the toy, blah, 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 whatever. He goes into it, y'all. If you listen to it, he starts talking about how, a lot of success, how, you can access this by different ways. And a lot of people who have made and been successful is this toy company. And so I was like, oh, that was interesting to bring up toy company. So then it all makes sense when I'm sitting here with Lambo. I know, a lot of people who love stuffed animals. People give it, during Valentine's Day. And it dates back to my ancestors. So you probably would know, because you've studied, that we would like it. All right? But what is the ceremony we used it for? Because that's the part I'm having. And anybody that knows that, if you listen to this and you know, because I just don't know. Y'all may know. I don't know. And I'm not afraid to say I don't know. Because I tell y'all, I know that I don't know. That's what I know. Because everybody try to get on here and act like they know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this shit out just like you. That's all I'm trying to do. And so I know it's a chapter there where he talks about toys. I feel like that book, because Law of Success is a spell book as well. Y'all got to know spell books, Bibles, books. These people who have taken our ideas and taken our books and recreated our mindset, trans state to manifest it and remade it where we don't even know they taking our stuff, y'all. Because I ain't know nothing about stuffed animals being used for ceremony. But again, if you do, if you know about it, let me know. I thought it was just mighty funny that I told y'all now. Every little thing. Pay attention to everything, y'all. Question everything. I question everything. Question everything. I got it around me. It was a gift. The director where I teach Tai Chi gave me this last year, I believe. And I had just had the dream about the lamb. I got a video on here. I told y'all about it. And I was like, oh, she got that. And I was kind of like, when she did it, because I don't see gifting stuffed animals as just like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, you giving me a stuffed animal, it's almost like, damn, you know too? Your soul know to give it to me. Your soul really know where this come from. Your physical man may not. But, yeah. We doing things that's just who we are. We can't be nothing else but who we are and where we came from. And so, yeah, this is stuffed animals. So I'm going to leave that on y'all mind. And if anybody knows, leave a message. As always, I'm going to leave you in peace and high frequencies.